Hey everyone, Reaper from Reaper Gaming here, coming to you with Game 1 of the AFC qualification round. Not too long ago, we've just finished the NFC qualification round, and now we're doing the AFC. And so, Game 1 is between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Really weird calling the Raiders the Las Vegas Raiders, because last time, the previous tournament, they were still the, I believe, Oakland Raiders? Or was it the Los Angeles Raiders? I can't remember. Anyways, let's get it on. But this time, we're changing it up. We are doing this internationally. So, for the AFC, we are doing it in the Dublin Stadium.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Moving closer to kickoff now here in the Irish capital of Dublin. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Games 1 through 4 will be played here.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it. And he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league. Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and man, you can see why.
Open man, that's Trey Tucker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Pocket headed in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jenkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. Forced out left. Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Lockett headed in motion. Smith from the gun on third down.
He did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be let out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
The thing that has always really stood out and impressed me the most about this guy, Mike, is how steady and reliable he is anytime he's called upon. You know exactly what you're getting anytime he's... under center. Maybe not the biggest arm in the world, but I'll tell you what, he gives you just enough to work with, and he is capable of getting the job done.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Back to throw is Rudolph. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. Even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Third down, they need 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only is he getting a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second
From the
6.
44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
15-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 2nd and 2. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got 2nd down and 2. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, highlights for the Steelers. They made it all the way to the divisional round in the previous tournament, so they're looking to make it all the way this year.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance.
Nope, don't want to do that.
Catch their breath over on the sideline. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Across the 20, they'll knock him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. From the gun, it's Gino. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Big J.J. Pajees in there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's a handoff to Wall. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal. Good running gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Mostert now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Derek Harmon in for the tackle.
2 yards
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for in the protection and then who
You just
can't
missed
account
the
for. That's where your hot receiver
finale
comes in.
of
The receiver
the
who the defender
NFC.
they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd.
For,
Talk things over.
as I was
before
saying,
3rd down.
you just missed the finale to the NFC qualification round, and it was a nail biter.
Out of the gun, Smith under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks
24-21 Lions over the Packers.
Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On the return is Austin. And he'll get a few yards. On this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. A run here with Johnson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
That's good.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back-to-back, some nice runs.
Well,
This one
this
good for
seems
11,
familiar.
and another 1st down.
This score was in
Right back to
another
Johnson.
game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the 2nd quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Half midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Rudolph. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 24 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. Let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
On the give, it's Johnson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll fight forward, doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
Johnson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. That one taken in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On on for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Mostert now to return. Whoa! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Off the play fake. It's Smith. That's left side to Tucker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. To throw. Smith. Headed left. Buying time. A big play there for the Raiders. A pickup of 44 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the shotgun, Smith. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Denty. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
Still first down.
So now then, first and goal from the 1. They'll run with Denty. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
It's a
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Keanu Benton gets in there for the sack. And now it's third and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
From the gun on third down, Smith. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Dante Thornton, touchdown Raiders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Raiders 7.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. Inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another run here with Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down. On the handoff, it's Johnson. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football, just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
Okay, that's bullshit.
After review of the
That's
play,
bullshit. You guys saw that
The
replay.
decision to challenge does not pan out.
You saw that
It will
replay.
also cost them a timeout.
You saw that replay. That was bullshit.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
That previous play was bullshit.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Mostert now to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. Man in motion here is Tucker. On first down is Smith. A throw right side. Taken in by Tucker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Smith now to throw on first down. He gets this one to Tucker. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
In motion, that's Thornton. On 2nd down, Smith. Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
Keno gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On this first down, it's Johnson. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 19-yard line. That one good for 29.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And you're going to pop off a big run.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run. Johnson. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard
So anytime
line.
you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill at or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Mostert now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Smith. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Play action now. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Here's Austin to return. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 35, it's first and 10.
And with that, the Steelers secured their position in Block A of the AFC wildcard
So this one
series.
in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.
Next up, on game 2 of the AFC qualification round, will be the Houston Texans against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I have been Reaper from Reaper Gaming, saying see you in the next one. Peace.